All right, so this is a garden update. It's been a while. I think last time was my winter garden, maybe like a mid-season garden, spring or something. This is Poets Park in the Flats in Santa Cruz. Some people's stuff is just going off. So this is my plot. It is $20 a year, and you get to use their water, so that's pretty cool. So that's some zucchini. I was just out here a few minutes ago, harvested some stuff. This one's crookneck. I got the idea. Oh, I didn't cut this one. So there you can see zucchini and some little crooknecks going. Watched a video and it suggested trying to grow them vertically. So once they get going, I guess they figure out that they can grow straight up, and so it's not that hard. Bunch of Swiss chard over here. I planted this stuff like right before like a 97-degree day, which is pretty much as hot as it gets here, and it all died, but it came back, so that's cool. This is a serrano pepper. Lots of flowers. Oh, there's one. Cool. Oh, and there's another one. So maybe it will give me some peppers, but I kind of figured because of this tree, oops, and like right here, I had some like 7-foot collards that I let bolt and go forever, and so that pepper was getting a lot of shade, maybe not enough sun. Also, my sad little jalapeno here, probably not a good place for it, but maybe it'll do something. It's all an experiment, although I think I'm getting better at the experiment. You can see I've recently harvested a bunch of lettuce, enough lettuce for like 6 families, thankfully. Been able to give quite a lot of it away, and I finally started doing this. I was just tearing the leaves off, but then they start bolting, so I'm trying this, and it does look like they are growing back, at least that variety. There's 3 different varieties here, and I got 3 different basils, all doing pretty well. This is my favorite for sure, the Thai basil. That's really good stuff. And then I don't know what's up with this dill. I've tried dill twice now. I'm obviously doing something wrong, or it doesn't like this soil for some reason. These are collards. They were called something different, but obviously they are a loose leaf cabbage. What I've realized is that I just don't harvest enough, and maybe this one is still good, but if the leaves get any bigger than that, it starts to get too bitter. So here's some anise. Not star anise, but just anise. And look at the cool flower. Let's see, can you get it? Come on, buddy. There you go. Look at that. And it does taste like licoricey, but it's very sweet, so it can add some cool flavor to something. So here's a big part of the experiment here. So you can see this time I used a lot of wood chips. A lot of them have started to sort of wash into the troughs now. But anyway, when I did it, I bought this corn 6-pack, and I planted 3 of them there, and I put all the wood chips down, and I planted 3 of them over here, and didn't use any wood chips for a while. And I don't know, the best way to show you is to step back here, and you can see the difference. The ones closest to me are the ones that didn't have wood chips, and the ones in the background there did. So it's definitely at least helping the soil to maintain some moisture and maybe keeping the soil temperature down. It'd be interesting to see if it does the same thing, well, the reverse, keeping the soil warm in winter anyway. So here's the milkweed that came with my garden. It's gotten a lot bigger. I have this terrible yellow aphid problem. I just sprayed them with some soap, so hopefully that'll work. And then I'll have to wash all the soap off so that the butterflies can still use the plant. But it's pretty nasty and they're not native. Kyle gave me 2 beans. Don't know what kind really, but you can see that thing's just gone off. And there's a ton of beans coming in. Can you see that? Beans, 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 beans. I planted some sweet peas there and they immediately died. I think what I figured out, that's happened a couple times to me now. Only the ones that I planted in the winter right around here did really well, and those did really well. Everything I've planted in warmer temperatures hasn't really done that well. So, and this is a volunteer tomatillo that I just kind of let go, see if anything happens. And then here's a cucumber, and I actually have a little cucumber here. You see it? So that's cool. And there's some other little guys in there. So I'm happy with that. And I did plant 1 cilantro. I had a ton of cilantro during the winter, and I let it all bolt and got a ton of coriander, which was super cool. A little burned out on cilantro at this point. And then parsley. 2 different kinds of parsley. I'm not sure what they're called, but this stuff and then this stuff. And then all the stuff in between is Mizuna. It's too bad there's no purple stuff. All this green Mizuna, all of that, all this stuff, and way over here in my kale, because I used some of the same dirt. I had let the Mizuna go to seed, and there you go. So that works. And I'm stoked because I really like that stuff. And there isn't really any at the nursery this time of year. And then I got kale, 3 different kinds. Doing pretty well, more than I can eat. So I give some of it away. And last but not least is this butterhead lettuce that I'm letting bolt. I planted this stuff back in October, and it finally, it sat dormant pretty much until summer, and then it did really well, and I cut the top off of it and it immediately started bolting. So that's finally over, but I'm going to let it go, maybe get some seeds, and that's it. Wonderful Poets Park Garden, Beach Flats, Santa Cruz.